Well, hello and welcome to Shanghai. In today's video, I would like to talk about the food shortages happening here in Shanghai. So this is going to be my part two of my Shanghai update series, kind of a walk and talk type of thing I'm doing. So I'm going to talk about the situation in the supermarket. So yesterday I went to the supermarket, which is May 4th. Today's May 5th, and I just took a few clips getting into the supermarket. It took me about an hour and 40 minutes waiting in line to get into the market, and then I was probably in the market for about 20 minutes. I didn't really go there to buy many things, just kind of get out, check it out, buy a few minor things that I wanted. Um, but the supermarket really impressed me. The shelves are full, loads of vegetables, loads of fruits, lots of things. There was only a few minor things I couldn't really find, such as like a loaf of bread to make sandwiches. There was a lot of buns and kind of bakery goods. Found some cheese, shredded cheese for making like pizzas and stuff like that, or quesadillas. There's lots of snacks, drinks. There was actually one thing I couldn't find that I would like to get would be a new Scotch Brite sponge for washing dishes. I couldn't find a sponge. There's some pot scrubbers and stuff like that, but just the sponge with the yellow and the green. So these this video, I have two clips here, and I combine them together. Then after that, I kind of do a little bit of a walk and talk after. So please sit back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the show. And you be the judge on how you think of the situation here in Shanghai. If you think there's a lot of shortages or not. You hear a lot of rumors online, and again, I've stressed this in a few videos already. Most people who are posting videos about Shanghai are actually not in Shanghai. They have no idea of the true situation. They are reposting or making videos from other people. The videos are not, you're not seeing the full picture. For example, you might hear about the food shortages, about people screaming. Well, you don't see that some of those people are actually just doing it for like entertainment. Not they, but their community might have a little activity with the medical workers to cheer up people. In my community, I was teaching online. I had a break. I heard all this noise, and I went outside to check out what's happening. And they were singing, and then people in my community were yelling down, kind of laughing and kind of participating with that. So I'm not saying all the screaming is false, but there is a lot of that. And some of these videos I've seen online have music, people playing music in these videos. So you be the judge on that. As for the animal type of stuff with the animals in bags you've seen on the streets, I've never seen any videos where they were actually being killed. Does it happen? Sure, probably some medical workers did kill some of the pets. That doesn't mean it was done on purpose by the government. The government never made an announcement say, "Hey, we got to kill all these pets." That one person took it upon themselves to do that, whether they broke the law or not. A lot of pets are actually being transferred to a pet center here in Shanghai. They opened like a pet center or a shelter for the owners who got put into quarantine. So there is a lot of that happening. I mean, keep in mind, you see all these pets in bags, but they're still, a lot of them are still alive. They don't have enough cages. I mean, could you imagine the amount of people they're putting into quarantine? I mean, with the amount of people got taken away. I mean, do you really think there's going to be a whole bunch of cages to put these pets into? Of course not. You know, not only that, just to transport a whole bunch of cages would take forever. I mean, I've grown up with dogs my whole life in the U.S., so when we've had dog cages, those things are big. I mean, you got different sized dogs and cats. I mean, it's just not suitable. So the best thing they did is put them in like these bags, and then they transport them somewhere else. So yeah, I know a lot of friends here who have pets, and it's not what it seems like in some of these videos. So anyways, sit back, enjoy the little show that I got coming up in a moment.
I don't know, I mean, quite a bit, you know, of vegetables, pretty good. Not so bad, man. Plenty of food, so, plenty of food. Kind of milk, dairy. All right, yeah, welcome back. I just left the supermarket about 2 minutes ago. It took me a good hour and 40 minutes, 50 minutes to actually get into the supermarket. You know, it was a long line. They only allow 100 people at a time to get into the supermarket. You need to have a self-antigen test done before you actually go to the supermarket on the day that you go. You can't do it today and then go tomorrow, so you have to do it each day. Supermarket's going to be open from 9 to 6 p.m. so a good amount of hours. Yeah, there's a lot of stock up in the supermarket. Lots and lots of vegetables, lots and lots of fruits, meats, drinks, snacks. I didn't see butter. I wasn't looking for butter, but I didn't see butter. I did see some shredded cheese for like making pizzas and stuff like that. The only thing I couldn't really find was like a loaf of bread just to make, you know, sandwiches and stuff like that. You could get a lot of bakery type of breads, like little like buns and stuff like that. There's loads of those available. I'm just walking down the street, kind of doing a walk and talk video as we speak. My leader actually lives in these buildings here, but his community is still in lockdown because they found some cases there. So they're not able to leave their, even their apartment, I guess. They have to stay in their apartment, probably for a few more days. But since the cases are going down, they might be downgraded soon to precautionary where they can walk around outside. One of the major issues here in Shanghai is there's a lot of elderly people and a lot of people who live in these older style buildings, which are like 4 or 5 floors tall, maybe 6, or with a lot of elderly people. There's a lot more cases there versus where I am. You know, I live in a community where there's a lot more university age students, so, you know, less chances of finding someone who has the virus, plus most of them are vaccinated. I'm not vaccinated, but most of the people in my area are, including the foreigners. China doesn't really force vaccination upon people. It's kind of a choice, and they encourage it, but I've never seen the need to get it yet. I've never had any restrictions because I don't have it. Healthy, you know, I haven't been sick or had the flu since I was probably 11 or 12, so I'm pretty healthy. But yeah, so yeah, things are starting to pick up. I may or may not leave Shanghai. I'm still kind of deciding on this. It kind of depends on when the lockdown here ends or when I can leave. if I could leave and post my things and schools are still not open, I'll probably consider going to another city. If things open up pretty quickly, schools reopen very quickly here, then I'll probably stay for a few more months and then leave after my contract and my visa expires. But until then, I will take it one step at a time and see what happens. It's hard to say stay or go right now. It kind of depends on the situation. As for China, I don't plan to leave right now. You know, I've been here 12 years, so I'm kind of in it for the long haul. But I'm okay to change cities because the salaries are pretty much the same. Yeah, Shanghai has a lot of good restaurants and places to go shopping, but you know, you got Taobao, you got JD, you can get most of the supplies you need, and plus a lot of cities have other restaurants. And you know, I've been here a while. I don't really go to clubs and stuff like that, so I'm pretty much okay with that. So police station's down here, the main police station in this area, Will's Fitness. So as you can see, a lot of people are going to the markets. Things seem to be improving. Let's see, yeah, today's May 4th. No updates on the situation about reopening or anything like that. A lot of cute girls out, so if you guys are interested in going out, you're gonna see a lot of cute girls who just want to show off their legs and get some sunshine. Yeah, so it's really nice. The weather's beautiful today. Blue sky, you know, really blue as you can see. Sunny, probably about 25, 28 degrees right now. I'm in a t-shirt right now. Let's see, what else can I say about the situation right now? Like I said, there's a lot of food right now. A lot of communities can also order food now through group chats and stuff like that, or community group buying. So you don't see a mad rush to the supermarket like there was a few weeks ago when we were able to go to the market. But people are starting to get a little bit tired of the situation now. People want their freedoms back. People want, you know, they want to get their life back to normal. But I don't think Shanghai will be fully back to normal till July or August. July probably for schools, but to be fully open where you don't need to do all these self-tests every day, probably August. Who knows? It could be much longer. I'm gonna stop the video now, and I'm gonna come back to it in a moment when I get to another area to let you guys see kind of the main subway station area.